Hey guys, it's Rachel. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to, we are officially in the fortnight, which means a 2-week period before the Tortured Poets Department is released. And let me just tell you, I am too stunned to speak. I just definitely feel like things are about to ramp up, and I just needed to sit down and talk to you guys about the playlist that Taylor put out yesterday. As I'm filming this, it is 13 days away from the Tortured Poets Department. Like, every time I say it out loud, like, it just sounds so close, but yet so freaking far. But, yesterday, 14 days, which was the technical fortnight, Taylor released 5 Apple Music playlists that have to do with the 5 stages of heartbreak. They're to prepare us. I'm thankful that she's prepared us, because let me tell you, this should not be iced coffee. This should be straight iced tea, because the tea has been spilled. So the 5 playlists are I Love You, It's Ruining My Life, You Don't Get to Tell Me About Sad, Am I Allowed to Cry, Old Habits Die Screaming, and I Can Do It With a Broken Heart. So we're gonna go through all 5 of these. Let me tell you, I'm going to share my opinions, and there's a message from Taylor for each one. And let me tell you, every single time my job was like reading the songs that had made it there. So those 5 playlist titles actually stem from the backs of the Tortured Poets Department. They're the lyrics, or maybe it is like a 5-stage thing. Maybe the different variants are like, you know, different stages of heartbreak in terms of the bonus track. I'm not very sure. We're gonna find out very soon. But regardless, I wanted to sit down and just like spill. So I Love You, It's Ruining My Life. The first time I read that on the back cover when the track list got released, I am so serious when I say it's really the only thing I've been thinking about since I read those very words. Like, excuse me, oh, way to devastate me. So I'm gonna play them for you. I hope I don't get copyrighted. We'll see. If they're not in here, that means I got copyrighted. If not, sharing is caring. Okay, this is the I Love You, It's Ruining My Life message from Miss Swift herself.
Hey Apple Music, welcome to my I Love You, It's Ruining My Life playlist. This is a list of songs about getting so caught up in the idea of something that you have a hard time seeing the red flags, possibly resulting in moments of denial and maybe a little bit of delusion. Results may vary.
The fact that Lavender Haze is the very first song after that message from Taylor sent me to the moon. The woman was too stunned to speak. I can't think about anything else. Like, the feeling of getting so caught up in something that you don't see the red flags. Okay, other songs on this playlist: Glitch, Betty, Willow, False God, Bejeweled. Bejeweled is a statement, and I have thought this and thought this and thought this. Don't Put Me in the Basement When I Want the Penthouse of Your Heart. Bejeweled is one of those songs that, like, is such like a powerful song in the sense of, okay, hey, like, I'm gonna find people who are going to put me in the penthouse of their heart. I'm not gonna be trapped in the basement of somebody's heart, you know, maybe begging for reassurance or begging for, you know, confidence in a relationship or something like that. Like, I'm gonna be with people who want me in the forefront of their lives, not on the back burner. And let me just tell you, this being in the playlist where Taylor Swift herself just said, you get so caught up in something that you don't see the red flags. Baby love, I think I've been a little too kind. Didn't notice you walking all over my peace of mind. And the shoes I gave you as a present, putting someone first, only works, we're in their top 5. And by the way, Taylor's saying what she has to say on this album. Like, I think Lavender Haze and Bejeweled just definitely threw me for a loop on this one, if you will. But I Love You, It's Ruining My Life. Like, you're so in love with somebody, you're so stupid in love with somebody, and you want something to work so bad that your friends maybe I've been in this situation. Your friends are hollering at you, "What are you doing? Why are you still in this relationship? What are you doing?" We see how sad this person makes you, and maybe you don't even realize because you're like, "Oh, well, this is gonna work. Things are gonna get better." Miss Swift, I get you. Miss Swift, this one's for me. I love you, it's ruining my life. Like, I love you to the point where I'm gonna make myself go crazy. And I'm not gonna see what everybody else sees because I just want the situation to work so badly. I want you in my life, but you don't need to be in my life. Oh, I've been there. Miss Swift? Miss Swift? Laughs very nervously. Okay, the next one. You don't get to tell me about sad songs. Okay, well, this one, she's mad in this one. We're gonna hear it. You ready?
Hey Apple Music, welcome to my You Don't Get to Tell Me About Sad playlist. These songs all have one thing in common. I wrote them while feeling anger. Over the years, I've learned that anger can manifest itself in a lot of different ways, but the healthiest way that it manifests itself in my life is when I can write a song about it, and then oftentimes that helps me get past it.
Yeah, that's insane. She felt anger. Can we please note, like, some of these are no-brainers. Like, Mad Woman is on this playlist. Like, absolutely. Vigilante is on this playlist. Tolerate It is on this playlist. Gagged. Literally gagged. But can we please take note of Exile being on this playlist? Well, it makes sense. Like, the bridge is literally, like, the two arguing back and forth. You know, we always walked a very thin line. You didn't even hear me out. I gave so all this. Like, they go back and forth very, very vividly in the bridge, where they're like, and throughout the whole song, like, hey, you didn't even hear me out, but you didn't hear me out. Like, hey, like, there were warning signs, but here we still are. We're still playing this little back and forth game. I think I've seen this film before, and I didn't like the ending. I'm not your problem anymore. So who am I offending now? Like, period. But this one I feel like was like the easiest to read, but I just think Taylor Swift is insane. Like, this is all I have to say about this one. Like, insane. But Exile, when I saw that, was like, like, obviously it makes sense, but you know the lore. Anyways, the next one is Am I Allowed to Cry? Songs.
Hi Apple Music, you have found the Am I Allowed to Cry playlist. This playlist takes you through the songs that I've written when I was in the bargaining stage. Times when, you're trying to make deals with yourself or someone that you care about. You're trying to make things better. You're oftentimes feeling really desperate because oftentimes we have a sort of gut intuition that tells us things are not going to go the way that we hope.
Also been there. Also understand, Miss Swift. I understand. Like, that one, just the bargaining stage is like the hardest because you're so like, okay, is this relationship worth it? It's worth it to me. Like, I want this to work. So, like, I'm gonna bargain with you. And, like, it's gonna be difficult. Like, The Great War. The Great War is on this playlist. Cornelia Street. Listen, that's a little sick and twisted. Cornelia Street being in the bargaining, when there's lyrics such as, back when we were card sharks playing games, I thought you were leading me on. Like, I packed my bag, left Cornelia Street before you even knew I was gone. Like, the implications of these songs now. Can I say ouch is the best way to describe this? The freaking bargaining. Renegade is also on this playlist. And oh my god. Is it insensitive for me to say, get your shit together so I can love you? Like, that is so the bargaining. Like, get it together so we can continue on being happy, being in love, continue growing as us. Like, that is, oh, Oh my god. That is such tea. Of course, like The Great War being on there is very substantial. The Archer. That's a little hurtful. Help me hold on to you. I've been the archer, I've been the prey. Who could ever leave me, darling? But who could stay? That hurts. That hurts my heart. I'm gonna have to move on to the next one before Am I Allowed to Cry becomes my actual tears. Okay, the fourth playlist that Taylor released is Old Habits Die Screaming.
Hi Apple Music, welcome to my Old Habits Die Screaming playlist, where we're going to be exploring the feelings of depression that often lace their way through my songs. In times like these, I'll write a song because I feel lonely or hopeless, and writing a song feels like the only way to process that intensity of an emotion. And while these things are really, really hard to go through, I often feel like when I'm either listening to songs or writing songs that deal with this intensity of loss and hopelessness, usually that's in the phase where I'm close to getting past that feeling.
That's wonderful. I just need to hug Taylor Swift. That little message from Taylor just told me that I absolutely need to give her the biggest hug in the world. Like, okay, I just want to say, like, imagine telling, like, her a year ago, right now, like, you know, April 2023 Taylor. Imagine telling April 2024 Taylor, like, hey, this is our life a year later. I just dropped my phone. This is where we are right now. I am so blown away and so happy for her, but to hear her say, like, these were, like, you know, the saddest and the lowest points, and, like, I gravitated to songwriting to heal what was going on, and, like, You're Losing Me being on this, My Tears Ricochet, We Were Happy, Castles Crumbling stab. Oh my god, that just, like, hurts my heart. Like, Never Wanted You to Hate Me with the Shaky Breath in Castles Crumbling being on this playlist is just, like, enough to make me absolutely cry. Dear Reader being on this playlist. Dear Reader, bend when you can't, snap when you have to. You don't have to answer just because I asked you. Lyrics like that, just, like, thinking about, like, what Taylor said in that message is just absolutely pulling at my heart for her. Like, you should find another guiding light. Like, Miss Ma'am, that won't be happening. You're stuck with me. You've been stuck with me since I was 8 years old, and I'm 24. And I have never been more excited for April 19th in my entire existence. Like, she gives me so much to look forward to and so much to, you know, love. And I'm just so, so grateful. And so, I love her so damn much, and I just want to give her a hug, and I want to tell her everything's gonna be okay. And then the fifth playlist is going to be the I Can Do It with a Broken Heart songs playlist.
Hey Apple Music, you've made it to my I Can Do It with a Broken Heart playlist, where we finally find acceptance and can start moving forward from loss or heartbreak. These songs represent making room for more good in your life, making that choice. Because a lot of time when we lose things, we gain things too.
Okay. You're on Your Own, Kid is the first song on this playlist. Guys, for real, this one, oh, if I'm tearing up at, like, what she said about the idea of an I Can Do It with a Broken Heart, like, moving on and healing, oh, this is really gonna mess me up. The actual song's gonna really make me sob, isn't it? To make more room for good in your life. The very first song is You're on Your Own, Kid on this playlist, and this will make, there are full tears in my eyes. Not one has fallen yet, but we're okay. Okay. That is so special, like, making room for good in your life. It just makes me think about the Eras Tour. It just makes me think about, like, you know, Taylor was going through this, and obviously it was very hard for her. Like, you don't get over something like that in a short amount of time. Like, you know, everybody has a different way of healing, but that's just not something personally that I think that you get over just like that. You know, people take time to heal. You know, you might think, oh my God, like, I've got this. And then you see something, or like you pass an old story you went to go, you know, in with them, or something just sparks a memory, and then you're just right back in the spot of, oh God, my heart is still broken over this situation or this person. But I just think about how we all made the friendship bracelets, and like Taylor's gotten friendship bracelets handed to her by fans. Like, when she passes on the 22 hat, like, she'll sit there and wait, and like somebody will like pull off a friendship bracelet and hand her one. You know, her mom and her dad have gotten friendship bracelets. Like, her boyfriend pursued her because he made a bracelet with his number on it, and you know, that's how that story began. Like, I just think about the lyric, "You've got no reason to be afraid," or like a lyric like, "You can face this," like, you can move on, you can find better. Oh, and then like Midnight Rain is also on this playlist. And I just think of the lyric, he wanted a bride, I was making my own name. Maybe he wanted, you know, he wanted somebody with a ring on their finger, but I was still on my own path. Like, I was still on my own journey. We can be together, but like, I was very much on my own journey finding myself. Whew, the lump in my throat. Guys, like, clean. Or, and then like Bop's like, now that we don't talk, like, I just think about the, I don't have to pretend I like acid rock, or that I'd like to be on a mega yacht. Like, I just think of things like that. Like, she doesn't have to pretend that she likes those things anymore because she's with somebody. You don't have to candy coat the things that you like anymore for somebody. Like, you can find a new version of yourself, or the same version that just got covered up by somebody else's love or somebody else's likes and desires. Like, you can just go back to finding you. Ouch, Breathe. Breathe is on this playlist. This song, that song, I think was probably my favorite surprise song that I got in 2023 at the Eras Tour, because I was standing, oh gosh, I was standing right next to my best friend, who Taylor led me to, and I had spent so many times listening to that song after a friend had left me or ghosted me. And I didn't understand why. Like, we had no falling out, like, there was nothing, and like I just didn't understand, or like I just didn't feel that connection anymore. Like, I so vividly remember like being at my grandma's with my iPod that was about this, you know, just the size of a square, being in her like gated, she had like a gated driveway in the back, and I would just pace up and down that driveway, like getting my steps in. Like, we'd be outside just like, you know, messing around, but I would have that song playing in my earbuds, because that's just like how I felt. Like, I can't breathe without you, but I have to. And like, that I can do it with a broken heart message with that. Oh, good God. Okay, maybe I should just claim that song even before it comes out. I don't know. I've kind of claimed The Alchemy. I don't know. I've kind of like just developed this love for The Alchemy that I haven't even heard the song yet, but like, I just love the name, and I love the concept of like the alchemy, meaning like, oh, you can turn things into gold. Like, I just love that. So I've claimed her, but I feel like I can do it with a broken heart. It's gonna mean a ton to me, because we've all been there. We've absolutely all been there. And you know, you put your best foot forward, you put on a cute outfit, you maybe do your hair, do your makeup, maybe it's you going outside and just like doing things, but inside you're crumbling. Like, you're just like, oh my God, like I don't understand what's going on in my life right now, or oh my God, I don't know why this ended, or, you know, it ended, I saw it coming, but I'm still not happy about it. Like, there's things in your life you just don't understand sometimes. Oh Lord, this one's gonna wreck me. But Breathe being on that, Damn, I'll cry. And then Begin Again being on this playlist, like, like you're watching something so beautiful develop again. Like, you know, he never did those things for me, but somebody else will. I'll be 87. Okay. Anyways, okay. So, and Happiness being on this playlist. Look, as I read this playlist, I'm feeling punched. Okay? I'm gonna be honest, because Happiness was the song that made me sob and sob and sob off Evermore. It's the most meaningful song on Evermore to me, and let me tell you why. Taylor's timing for Evermore was impeccable. 3 days before Evermore came out, one of my friendships that I treasured so dearly, that I was holding on to because I Love You, It's Ruining My Life was so very prominent in this situation. I should have been the one. I saw the red flags. My 2 very best friends, Emma saw the red flags, Bobby saw the red flags, Natalie told me she saw the red flags, and they were waving all right in front of my face. My family saw it. They saw how unhappy I was. However, I stayed in this friendship because that person meant so much to me. And let me tell you, when I heard that, I can't make it go away by making you a villain. I guess it's the price I pay for 7 years in heaven. No one teaches you what to do when a good man hurts you. Like, ouch, 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 ouch. But that song pulled me. That song pulled me from the I can do it with a broken heart to the healing a broken heart. So, you know, and then there's Clean on here, and damn, okay, all right. And like Labyrinth, that makes me soft. Like, I thought the flame was going down, how'd you turn it right around? Like, finding that happiness again. Like, I will cry. Anyways, these playlists definitely pulled at my heartstrings, and these playlists definitely made me go oh. And so I wanted to share with you guys because, you know, we're all things Tortured Poets here. And April 19th, if that hurt my feelings reading those and hearing those, April 19th is really gonna hurt my feelings. But you know what? I am ready. I am so ready to hear what Miss Swift has to say and what story she has to tell us. And yeah, you guys, I love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for watching and just letting me chat with you. And tell me what playlist spoke to your heart the most. I'm very curious. And oh boy, as I'm filming this, 13 days away, we will be listening to TS11, the Tortured Poets Department. But I love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this video entertained you in some way, and I sincerely hope I see you, yes, you, in the next one. Bye, guys.